Hello there, wonderful people of the internet. My name is Artistic Stacy, and for today's video, I'm gonna be doing a sketchbook tour. I am doing this in my bed because I have nowhere else to film at this moment in time. So please just bear with the background and the horrible lighting, the very horrid lighting. The light in my room does not currently work right now, so that's why it looks so dark. But anyways, we're just gonna manage with the editing. This is my this is my 8th sketchbook. Okay, this is my 8th sketchbook, and it was from July of 2022 from July of 2023. Wow, I just noticed it's the same month. Okay, so we finished this in a year. Wow, the sketchbook is quite thick. It's been through a lot, and there's been a lot of sketches in this sketchbook. So let's dive right in. So this is basically just a front cover. I didn't really put any effort in doing the front cover of my sketchbook because I didn't want to, so I just didn't. And here it just says, "Welcome to my sketchbook." Because again, I have no motivation to do the front cover whatsoever. These were sketches that I wanted to do. I was supposed to do them in Adobe Illustrator. I was gonna make a sticker for this because I wanted there to be some sort of like indication that this is my sketchbook, but I got really lazy and I didn't like any of the designs. So I just did this, and I don't like this either. So, you know, we're just gonna be moving on. I was bored, and I specifically remember I was outside and I was just drawing Nicki Minaj because, I don't know, I was bored. And this was supposed to be my OC, but I didn't continue it. This, another sketch of Nicki Minaj, and then this is my OC, Emilia. That's actually not what she looks like now. She did like a major redesign. Oh my god, I hit my light. She did a major redesign. But probably her body shape is still the same, but her face is way more different. And then this is just me trying to figure out what I want my room to look like because I moved into a new room and I wanted to know how I would arrange everything and whatnot. This, I asked some of my followers on Instagram what they wanted me to draw, and one of them said Reagan, so I drew Reagan, but I didn't really like it, but I do like the pose. I just feel like I could have done the hand better. You know, this hand it's not good, but I really like the pose. It fits Reagan, but the problem is it doesn't look like Reagan, so that's why I hate it. And then one of them told me to draw Viper from Valorant. I didn't like it, and I wrote down here why I didn't like it, so I moved on to the next page and I drew her in a way that I would avoid what I did not like from the previous sketch. And honestly, I don't like this sketch. Why? Because I just feel like I didn't really incorporate my art style into it. I felt like I basically copied my references from Pinterest. Like I copied it, like copy, you know, so that's why I don't like it. I just feel like I didn't incorporate much of my style into it. Here I was trying to, you know, plan my room again. And then this was me planning for, what do you call that? An art plate for school. And then this is just a random sketch of a girl, and it reminded me of Kali Okis. I don't know if that's how you pronounce her name. Kali Okis, and I just wrote her lyrics here on the bottom. Here, I got stamps and I got really obsessed with them, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to incorporate that in my sketchbook. Like, you know, I'm gonna stamp out the date and then like the day, but I ended up not doing that because I got lazy, so I didn't. And this is just a sketch of the Corpse Bride. And then this, I was trying to make a font because I've always wanted to make a font so that I have like a customized font for my channel. Currently, I don't really have a font for my channel, but you know, it's fine. We'll get there someday. Why is this sticky? Oh, okay. I really wanted to draw Bakugo, but I had art block, so I just didn't. I just didn't. And then this, actually, I specifically remember my friends in grade 10 looking through my sketchbook, and they told me this was their favorite sketch out of like the whole book, and I really appreciate that because this is my OC again, Emilia. And then these are just random sketches. This is my OC Charm, which you will see later on. This is Charm. This is my favorite sketch of Charm because I'm actually struggling to draw him, but this is the first sketch I did of him which looked like him in my head. You know, when you're trying to draw the things in your head and they just don't work out, but this worked out and I really love it. So I love it, and I put an arrow through it because I want to save it in my head forever because it looks like Charm, the Charm in my head that I know. And then this is just a random thing I did for AP. And then this, I really like this, but I just don't like how I did it. But I did an Artistic Stacy ambigram. If you don't know, an ambigram, basically, if you read it like this, it's the word, and then when you flip it upside down, it's still the word. And I really like it. It's Artistic Stacy. I was planning to put that on my channel banner, but I didn't like how I did the whole like bubbly text sort of thing. That's not really my style anymore. I like serif fonts and cursive, so I might do this again because I really like it and I want to put it on my channel better, but I'm just not gonna do that right now. And then this, I was basically just copying art from other people because sometimes, you know, when you're an artist, you just don't have any ideas. So I just copied some things from artists I like. This was from Pigeon Doll, and actually Pigeon Doll doesn't make, wait, no, they do make art, but they mostly make dolls, and I actually really love the way they make dolls. If you guys don't know, I am actually really interested in doll making and BJD, but I just don't really have the time for it and the budget for it, so that's why I don't really make any. But if I were to make dolls, Pigeon Doll was mostly my inspiration. And also, there was another artist, but I forgot. And then this is just a copy, just a sketch from the artist Milky Ways. I also love Milky Ways. The way they do their art is delicious. I love it. It looks so good. And then this is just sketches of Charm and Amelia. More sketches of Charm and Amelia. I'm not gonna go into detail into this because I don't want to. More sketches. I don't know if I did this at school. I think I did. I really like it. It looks like Charm. I like it. And then this, it was October, and I felt bad for not doing anything Inktober inspired, so I decided to draw Edward Scissorhands, and I really forced myself to draw for October because I was like, I gotta draw something, right? And then this, I wanted to draw Morticia Addams, but I just couldn't capture her likeness, and I wanted to use charcoal, but I haven't used charcoal in a long time, so it just didn't work out. And then this, oh, this page, okay. This is another sketch of the Corpse Bride in charcoal. And I found this reference on Pinterest where there was a girl, and then like the picture was taken from the back and she was holding a bouquet of flowers, and I thought that would be really, really good. And I really liked that the reference had like a hand over here, because if it didn't have a hand, you guys wouldn't be able to tell that this is the Corpse Bride because you couldn't see her skeleton hands. So I really like that. And I like the effect that I did on the veil, because like, you know, the veil actually looks transparent and whatnot. So yeah, and then I just did a black background. So yeah. This, for our math performance task, we had to do a 3D model of something that contains a lot of circles. So I did that. Actually, I've always wanted to 3D model, so this was fun. This was my initial sketch. It's like a room, but it's full of circles. So yeah. I'm gonna try to show the end product here somewhere, if I have it. And then this, I was just trying to draw myself in my chibi style and my actual style, but I just couldn't because I didn't want to. This, I remember doing this sketch in school, and then I went home and then did some watercolor washes on it. Actually looks pretty nice. I like it. But at the time, I didn't like it. And then this, I drew Amelia on a random notebook, and I decided to, you know, cut it out and stick it in here because she looked really good. Even though that's not her design anymore, she looks really good. And in here, I decided to draw Nicki Minaj in the sort of, what do you call that? Caricature sort of art style. So yeah, I did that. And then here, more practice of caricature. And then here, I was planning for a mini task in AP. This, I have a video on this. I was sketching my OCs. This is Claudia. This is Magnolia, and then this is Darren. And in here, this is also included in the video. This was supposed to be, oh my god. This was supposed to be Magnolia, but I didn't like it. And then here, I was... Actually, no, wait. Why did it stick? Okay, this was supposed to be this, but I didn't like this one. Oh no. I didn't like this one, so I covered it in this, which I was supposed to show later. But here is just... I drew Charm and Amelia in one of my friend's sketchbook, and I politely asked them if I could have it. I'm glad they said yes. So yeah, and then here there was some science because we were doing science. Well, at their period there was science and they couldn't figure it out, and then my science was after lunch, and we did this at lunch, and their science was before lunch. So you know, I was basically exposed to the lesson before I could even go to science class. So yeah, this was supposed to be Charm and Amelia also, but I didn't continue it because I got lazy. I got really lazy at school, okay? And then here, I don't know what I was doing. I think I was testing out my pen because it ran out of ink. And that's me. My chibi art style. I don't look like that anymore. I have bangs. And then here, I was trying to write my OC's backstory, I guess, because I really wanted to you know, flesh out my OCs more because they don't really have anything at the moment. This, I just saw a reference on Pinterest and I decided to draw it. And then this was my redesign of Emilia. I have a full video on that. I might link it in the card somewhere. I might link it in the description because I don't know how to link on the card. And then this, I was supposed to, this is like thumbnails for an Instagram comic that I was supposed to do, but you know, I didn't do it because I got lazy. But at least I drew it, you know, so if I want to draw it, I can. And then this, I was like, you know what? I've just been drawing faces in this sketchbook, so I decided to draw some poses because I was like, why not? You know. Here, I don't know why it's full of eyes. I think I was practicing my chibi art style. This actually looks like my friend. And then this, I like this lip that I drew, and then I decided to draw it from the side profile, but I didn't like that, so And then here, I was really trying to draw Yoshikage Kira's wife. I don't remember her name, but she's really beautiful and I can't draw her. I don't know why, but I guess I was having art block at this time, so yeah. And then here, this is kind of funny. It says here, new Barbie movie. I think that's when I found out there was gonna be a Barbie movie. I haven't actually watched the Barbie movie yet. I want to, I just don't have time to. And then this, I decided to sketch myself when I was a baby. So that's what I look like, kind of. I don't know. The proportions are off a bit, but it does resemble me a bit. Then here I was watching a Proco tutorial and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna bust out my charcoals and do something. So this was the end product of that from the Proco tutorial, and I decided to find a reference of another eye and then apply the things that I learned from that tutorial to this, and it really helped. You know, the eye looks, wow, I wasn't expecting it to look good. Here, I was supposed to do an Instagram reel, but I didn't because, again, I'm lazy. But at least I sketched it out so that anytime I can draw it. Here, I found a pose on Pinterest and I was like, you know what, that's really beautiful. So I did that, and then here I was like, you know what, let's do something full. What I mean by that is like a full illustration, you know, with my Prismacolor color pencils. So I did that. Yeah, that's it. I have a video on that, by the way. And in this, we were supposed to do like a poster for Achievers Club because I was one of the cartoonists in that club. So this was my sketching of that. I'll show the final product here if I can. This, I was supposed to sketch Emilia, but I didn't. I didn't finish it. This was my first sketch and I was like, that doesn't look good, so I sketched it again. This pose looks way better. I want to continue this, you know, someday because this pose looks really good. I really like it, and it captured her body shape really well, so I might. This, I don't know if I was at school at this time. I think I was at school, yeah, and I was trying to sketch Charm, but I just couldn't for some reason. I already told you guys I'm struggling to draw Charm, and then I sketched him again while I was at home with a reference. So I was like, this looks way better. This looks like Charm. I really like it. I like how the hand turned out. It's really good. I love it. And then this, oh my god, I love this. I'm actually really interested in graphic design. So when I had the opportunity to, I would put my full efforts on it. And this, for TVE, we had to do like a brand name, a brand logo, and a tagline. So I was like, oh my god, it's my time to shine. And these were my initial sketches for it, and the business was supposed to be a skincare business. So I decided to incorporate like a flower because, you know, I thought flowers, you know, very gentle, because like that was my tagline, like gentle, you know, like gentle on the skin, blah 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 blah. And then I decided to incorporate a gouache something. I'll put the name here and pictures because I know you guys know what that is. I just don't know how to pronounce it. And I decided to incorporate it in the flower, and I decided to put a leaf. And this is actually my final design of it. And I'll show my the sheet that I did. This I sketched this at school. Yeah, I was bored. The teacher wasn't there yet. So yeah, I was bored. And then this I was planning originally for how I was gonna do my infographics for science, which failed miserably because the way I did it was just, I don't know why I made it so complicated. And yeah, I didn't end up doing my original design for it. But I guess someday if I get the skill to do it on Adobe Illustrator, I will. And then this I don't know if in other schools they do this, but one of our teachers wanted to do like a tarpaulin at like the entrance of our school, so she called up me and my other friends because we were the art kids. These were some sketches I did for some of the logos thingies that we did, and then I don't know why I wrote C. Actually, no, I know. I think we were talking about Dog VA while we were in the library. Yeah, because we were in the library when he did all this. So yeah, here I don't know what is doing. I like this sketch because oh my god. I think I was trying to practice with my charcoal here, and then here I was just copying concept art from Pinterest, and this is actually Miles Morales. I didn't realize that, but before I was like, this looks good, and I like the pose, and I like the face, so I drew it, and then, when I watched Into the Spider-Verse, I was like, when I was looking up concept art, I was like, wait a minute, that's Miles Morales. So, that's kind of funny. This, I was sketching randomly at home, I think. And then this is a sketch that my friend did. I might blur this out. I don't know if I can show that on the internet. I'll ask them later. And then this, I think I was in class. I was in online class during this, and I decided to sketch Dio, but he looked younger and had longer hair, and I really liked. So I decided to do that, and I decided to sketch it again, but I didn't like this one. I don't like this one. Ignore this one. Focus on this one. This one looks nice. I like the way I did my color pencils. It's very sketchy, and I really like it. And in this, I think I was at the library when I did this. I think I just picked out a random book, and I was like, you know what? Let's just draw some animals in that book. So this is an aardvark, this was an alpaca, and then this is an Afghan hound, but it looks really creepy, so don't look at that. And it's just a random dog. I don't know what kind of dog is that. And then I remembered, it was Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day when I was in the library. Actually, I knew it was Valentine's Day. I guess I was just sad because it didn't have a Valentine. So I drew my OC charm saying Happy Valentine's Day. And then here, I was at home. I remember. I was at home. I sketched something, and I was like, you know what? She looks real beautiful. So I gave her a name. Her name is Kennedy. And I actually did a video on how to color a traditional sketch digitally. So I'll link that too. And in this, I was just sketching. I don't know what I was doing. I was bored. Okay? It was school. I was bored. I remember this. I think it was a Proco tutorial on YouTube Shorts where he was demonstrating how to control your line work and line precision, I think. And I drew for the tutorial, he decided to demonstrate it with this, I think it's a Mario character. I think it's Kirby. I don't know. It's like a mushroom thingy. And it was supposed to be when you're doing your circles, he was showing how you have to emphasize your line work on specific areas so that when the sketch is done, you don't have to erase certain areas, because some certain areas are emphasized, some are not. So those certain areas become invisible almost. So it was just full of circles. You can't do a half circle or something like that. Yeah, it was really fun. It was a fun exercise, I think, and I learned a lot. And then here, I was just sketching. I don't know what I was doing. Here I was sketching for my Meet the Artist thingy. And then I drew something, and it looked like journal, so I wrote journal. And then here, this was my final sketches for my Meet the Artist thingy. And I wish, I put a circle on this and a star on it because I really like the sketch. This sketch, I really wish that I did this sketch for my Meet the Artist thingy, because it was a landscape thing, and then I was sitting here in the corner, and then there was a close-up on my face here, and then here was the descriptions of me. But I didn't do it because I just feel like that's not me, that's not a pose that I would do. And if you're gonna do a Meet the Artist, at least show who you really are. So I didn't do that. But if I were to do a Meet the Artist for another person, this layout would look really good. I just didn't do it. But yeah. And then here, I was just sketching. I don't think I gave him a name. I did! Never mind, here it is. His name is Elias. I was sketching and then I gave him a name. That's it. I just sketch characters and then I give them names. I was at the library. I remember. I was at the library. I was sketching, and then I sketched this girl, and then I sketched another girl, and this one looks like Wednesday Addams, but I don't like it because it looks not good. And then I got a random book again, and it was about flowers. So I was like, you know what? I actually don't know how to draw flowers. I really struggle with drawing plants and roses and stuff like that. So I really like this, but my favorite one is this one. This is a tiger lily, and I really like it because I don't know, it looks so flowy and majestic and beautiful, and I really like how I did my lines. I love it. I love it so much. Here, I think I was sketching for like a group project that we had to do, and then this is just random sketches. Here, I have an anatomy book and I don't use it, and I was like, you know what, let's use it. So I decided to just practice anatomy. Back anatomy, front anatomy, cylinders, muscles, all that fun stuff, you know. I think this is a pelvis, I think. I don't know. And I actually, while I was scrolling through the anatomy book, I was like, you know what? A pelvis looks a lot like a butterfly. So I drew it here. I wrote it here. Idea, pelvis skeleton as a butterfly with flowers. Because I thought, you know, that drawing idea would be really nice. I might do that, actually. I feel like that could be a really good painting idea. And then this, more anatomy. This is the first time I've ever done an ear from the back, and it looks really good, so I like that one. And then yeah, more anatomy, muscle, and I really like this thing that I did. I was trying to analyze the muscles from the chest that connects to your arm. So without a reference, I decided to do that, but with the arm up, and like I decided to guess how the muscle would form. Wow. Artistic Stacey doing anatomy. You know, very rare. This, I think, this was the time where I got obsessed with BuGuMi, and I really like Levi. I love Levi. To this day, I still love Levi. And I decided to draw him. I didn't like this sketch and this one too, because it just didn't look like him. This one, it looks like him kind of, but it wasn't in my style, so I didn't like it. And then this, I decided to draw like a pose, but I was like, you know, Levi wouldn't do that pose, Lucifer would. So I just turned the page because I didn't like it. And then here was the final sketch that I did, and I turned it into a Instagram reel because I need content. And then this, it's also a reel. It was ASMR sketching, and I really like this one. It's very nice. And here, oh my god, someday I might make this into a full illustration because I love it. I saw this reference on Pinterest. I don't know if I can find it, but if I can, I will show it here. And I was like, you know what? That looks a lot like, you know, Doppio and Diavolo, because like the long hair and like the turtleneck, and I was like, oh my god, I want to do that. And I sketched it small, so I decided to make it bigger, that sketch, but I don't like it. But I mean, you know, I can draw it again, so I might digitally, because I feel like I can add some really cool effects and stuff. But you know, it will stay in my sketchbook for now. Here, I remember I was in the quadrangle at my school, and I think I was sad, and I forgot my pencil. So I was drawing with my pen, and I drew sad people because I was sad. I don't know, that's what artists do, I guess. Here, I don't know, I don't remember where I was. I think I was at home, and I don't like it. I decided to draw something with expression, and I didn't like it. So yeah, that's it. I think I drew this at school. I think I did, yeah. I drew this face, and one of my classmates hovered over my table and was like, that looks really good. And I was like, excuse me, it does not look good. Here I drew something with a highlighter and one of my pens that I brought to school. I think I still forgot my pencil. And I didn't like the original face, so I borrowed a sticky note from my friend and I covered it here. But then when I got home, I took off the sticky note and I was like, actually the face looks okay. So I just kept the sticky note here for reference. Here, I remember I just finished online exams. I was so tired. And then I just plopped down onto my bed and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna draw Levi. And I did. I like it. It's really cute. I love him. And then here, I think I was sketching for a real idea again, but I didn't get to continue that. And then I just wrote their names in order, you know, like the brothers in BuGuMi, without searching up the order of their names. And I think I got it right. Lucifer, Mammon, Leviathan, Satan, Asmodeus, Beelzebub, and then Beelzebub's twin brother that I do not remember the name of. I'm sorry. I know people like him. I don't remember him at all. And then this, I was just sketching randomly. This was another real idea. This was connected to this. I just sketched like how the reel would look like. So yeah. This, I remember this one. I saw a reference on Pinterest and I was like, you know what if I draw it flipped? So I drew it flipped. It doesn't look like the person, but I'm just glad I decided to draw something. You know, I was having art block. Here, random. I don't know. And then this is Sans, if you couldn't tell. I was into Undertale. I know. Surprising. I have a whole video on this. I'm not gonna talk about this. I have a whole video on it. Miraculous Ladybug sketches and whatnot. And then here I wanted to draw Aizawa without a reference, but I could not, so I gave up. And then these lyrics were stuck in my head. It was the lyrics of, you know, that fish girl from Shark Tale? Like the song that played in the background while she was looking beautiful. I don't know. And then I decided to make my brother pick out 2 random color pencils, and I was like, what should I draw? And then he said, what was his name again? Justin from Lanky Box. And I was like, okay. And I drew Justin. It doesn't look like Justin, but and then here my brother was drawing my sketchbook. He was bored, so yeah. This actually, I like it. It looks like House Moving Castle. I don't know, it just reminds me of that. Random, more sketches. And then here, I drew an alien girl. I like her. I should give her a name. I like her. And then I wanted to do an Instagram comic thingy, and I wanted to do it traditionally, and I didn't like it. And then I did it digitally, and I didn't like it, so I gave up. I gave up. I was watching a Drawing with Waffles video, and she did a video where she just drew everything from her Pinterest homepage. So I decided to do that, but I didn't really like it. So yeah. And then I saw, I saw like a cosplayer of Megara from Hercules, and I was like, oh my god, that's so beautiful, and I decided to draw it. But I couldn't capture her likeness, so I didn't continue it. Here, this was a girl from my dreams. Yeah. And then just random sketches from Pinterest. And then here I really wanted to draw Roxanne from Sucker for Love. I actually have a full illustration on that, but I like this initial sketch for, even though it's not finished. I can see the vision, I just didn't continue it. And then here I decided to draw my hair when I was in grade 6, grade 7, grade 8, grade 9, grade 10, and then grade 11, which I gave up on. So yeah. Here I was watching a Drawing with Waffles video, and I was just doing random sketches, and I was like, oh my god, this pose looks so good. And I was like, you know what, there's some sort of magic that forms when you're watching a YouTuber that you like, because I drew this pose without a reference. That's surprising. Here, I was supposed to do a video where I was supposed to, oh my god, my light running out. I'm sorry, my light is running out. I was supposed to do a video where I was gonna teach you guys how to capture likeness in your drawings, like how to draw something in your style but still make it look like the person. And I didn't like the sketch, so I did another sketch, and I like this one way more. This is Christian Slater. It looks like him, that's great. And this is Zendaya. It looks like her, that's great. So yeah. And then here, I was bored. Mommy long legs. I think here I was designing like how the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure characters would do their signature. This is Jonathan Joestar, Kujo Jotaro, and then what is this? Jolene. And then yeah, and then I decided to draw myself in the GGBA art style. I mostly take my references from Rohan. Is that his name? Oh, my light ran out. Okay. Rohan, because like, yeah, he's a painter, like manga artist, whatnot. So like I get references from that because like the posters that we have of Rohan is, you know, very artistic. And then here, I don't know. Oh my god. I was going back to my FNAF phase, I think. And I drew Chica. And then other characters. And then here, I drew a random girl and it looked like Vanessa. So I was like, oh my god. I was like, you know what? Let's just draw Vanessa. Why not? Here, I wanted to draw Haley. Oh my god. Here, I wanted to draw the Little Mermaid, you know, and I couldn't capture her face, so I gave up. And then here are just random sketches. Here, oh my god. Here, well, oh my god. Right when, I'm so irritated. Right when my light is gonna flicker and turn off, this is when the sketchbook is gonna get interesting. Okay, now I'm just gonna move places. Wait a minute. Okay, we are now on my desk, which I did not want to film on because it's very cluttered. There's a lot of stuff here, but you know what? Just to get good lighting, you know, I need good lighting in my videos. Okay, this Into the Spider-Verse came out in 2018. I saw it because there is this place in the marketplace where me and my mom would download movies, and then the trailer for Into the Spider-Verse came up, and I was like, you know what, that movie looks interesting. And from then on, I didn't watch it. But then Across the Spider-Verse came, and I was like, oh my god, I remember that movie. I didn't watch it. Why didn't I watch it? And then I was like, I binged both of the movies. I pulled an all-nighter. I don't do that. I sleep early, okay? But I pulled an all-nighter, and I was like, oh my god, it's beautiful. And I think this was when I haven't watched it yet, and I decided to draw Miguel O'Hara. Because, as we may or may not know, Miguel O'Hara took over the internet. And then I drew more Miguel O'Hara, but I don't like it. So, you know. He looks like he's doing the Chad face all the time. Yeah. But I can draw Miguel O'Hara now. Just back then I couldn't. And then here, I was practicing from my chibi art style. And then, oh my god, this is gonna... Okay, not yet. But there's some embarrassing pages in the sketchbook that I do not want to show. But I should, because it's a sketchbook tour. Here I was bored, so I decided to draw Jessica Rabbit. And then this is the page. Not yet, okay. I was still practicing on how to draw Miguel O'Hara because I couldn't, and I was irritated. And then here I decided to draw him with the grimace shake because, you know, that was popular at the time, and I was like, you know what, that would be really funny if I drew Miguel O'Hara with the grimace shake, and it would be funny. I thought it was so original. I was like, oh my god, Miguel O'Hara with the grimace shake. But then like a few days later, I saw an artist that drew Miguel twitching on the floor with the grimace shake, so I was like, never mind, I'm not original. Here, okay. It's not the embarrassing pages yet. Here, this is Miguel O'Hara with the grimace shake. And then I wanted to practice drawing him again. It doesn't look like him, I hate it. Okay, not yet. More practice of my chibi art style. And then, oh my god, is it gonna... Oh my god! I'm gonna flip it for a second and I'm not gonna look at it. And then... Give me a moment. I was trying to draw Peter B. Parker, but I could not. And I guess this was when I realized, you know... Oh my god, I don't like Miguel O'Hara, I like Peter B. Parker. I can draw Peter B. Parker good now, but back then, oh my god, I was struggling. I'm not looking right now. I'm not looking. I'm just scrolling. Okay, it's done. Finally. Here, I remembered, you know, since I was practicing for my chibi art style, I remembered that I have a chibi art book, and I was like, why didn't I use that? So I used it here, and I really like these sketches. They're cute. Then here, okay. Sketchbook is done. Yeah, I just left out a few of the other pages because I got a new sketchbook. And I'm gonna prove to you guys that I know how to draw Peter B. Parker, okay? Because I don't want to end this video with, you know, not knowing how to draw Peter B. Parker. Wait, I'm gonna find a sketch that looks good. Wait a minute. I drew Peter B. Parker countless times, okay? Like, right after I realized that I liked him and that I couldn't draw him, I studied, okay? Let me tell you, I studied Peter B. Parker. You guys have no idea how many times I studied on how to draw him. I don't know which sketch to show. I have a lot of sketches of Peter B. Just couldn't find any. I'm just gonna show my latest one, okay? Look at this, see? I know how to draw him. See, look at this. I know how to draw him now, okay? Pinagmamayabang ko ba yun? Yes! Okay. I know how to draw. Okay, Hobie Brown. You guys saw this on my Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, that's Hobie Brown. And then, oh, wait down. There are more sketches. There's a recent sketch of him and Mary Jane. I'm just gonna show some of my Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse sketches because I want to. I'm obsessed, okay? This is Noir and Penny. They're so cute. I love them. And then this is I'm not gonna pronounce his name. I don't want to butcher it. Because I love him. I love Mombatan Spider-Man, okay? And then this, see? I can draw Peter B. I know how to draw Peter B, okay? I am skilled and I know how to draw Peter B, okay? This is a sketch of Peter and MJ. And I love them. I love them so much. Oh my god. I love them so much. I haven't drawn Mayday yet. Well, I did draw Mayday in the front cover of the sketchbook. See? Mayday. And Peter. It's like a full spread thingy-majiggy. But look, it's Mayday. I love them so much. Anyways, okay. This is not about the sketchbook. It's about the other sketchbook. Alright. Well, that's the sketchbook tour done. This is my 8th sketchbook. And soon... Oh my god. Ignore that. Soon, I will cover this sketchbook. Because this sketchbook is my favorite sketchbook so far. And the paint smudge, I just realized. When did that happen? Ignore that. It's fine. I'm gonna... I don't care if it's smudged. You know, it's a part of the artistic journey. I'm kind of sad. I like the cover. I smudged it. Why did I smudge it? What happened? What is going on? Okay. Anyways, that's my 8th sketchbook. Wonderful people of the internet. If you'd like to see more of my art, you can follow me on my Instagram. I have a Twitter and a TikTok. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the end of the video. I know this was long. This is probably going to take me a while to edit. But yeah, thank you for watching so much, internet people. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!